What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on how to escape the matrix. We will outline all the steps that you need to take to be able to achieve this and exactly why it is so important to accomplish this as soon as possible. You've all seen the bigger picture right now, especially with what's going on with the Tate brothers, and obviously we want to make sure that you guys are open to see what is going on and how to break outside of the chains.
So let's not waste any more time and start by decreasing your screen time. Now, we can't stress this enough how important it is to decrease your time, because all you do is consume data and 99% of the stuff you watch is nothing but total garbage. You need to be able to put your time in good stuff that actually benefit you and help you in one way or another. However, with the videos you watch, is all pure entertainment and that doesn't get you anywhere. Now, on the other hand, you can consume a lot of content thinking it's educational, TED Talks, whatever, but that's no good either if you're not putting it into action. What's good watching hours and hours on end of podcasts and episodes of how to improve when you're not taking any action, using your own experiences and see what goes wrong for you and what goes well for you?
Now, you're not all little kids anymore where you'll be watching entertaining videos on YouTube for hours and hours, or even worse, scrolling through TikTok, just consuming irrational data. That is absolutely embarrassing. You're clearly killing and losing brain cells. That's something that no one really wants to be doing. And also, let's not mention the fact that you're ruining your attention span by watching these videos on TikTok.
So the first step to break out of this matrix is by cutting off social media. So as a lot of you guys already know, with the news of the submarine that exploded, everyone around me has been talking about it, so I've been left clueless. And guess how that's impacted me? Nothing's changed. Literally nothing. And all they're talking about is, oh, there's billionaires dying, there's people doing submarine stuff. How does that affect you? It doesn't bother me in the slightest way. It doesn't affect my life. It never changed anything. I still wake up the same. I still go to sleep the same. Nothing's changed. I'm still the same person. So besides spending so many hours discussing about other people's business, spend that time into yourself, invest in that, go for a run, do a workout, read a book, learn a new language. There are so many better things you could be doing with your time than spending it on other people. So you have to cut off social media. And I don't mean completely cut off, where you're basically living under a rock, just so you're not disconnected from the world. You can set yourself limits, whether that's 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, or even 30 minutes a day. But honestly, any more than 30 minutes a day is a total waste of time, because time is the most precious thing we have and you can never buy it back. So why just give it away for free? And to be truthfully honest, it's probably the hardest thing to do, to just cut off social media and cut out all this crap. But if it was easy, then everyone would have done it.
Now let's move on to the second phase, your actual training. Now, to be able to pull off a heist at this magnitude, you need to be physically and mentally strong. You can't just be one or the other, or worse, not have either of them. So that is exactly what we're asking you guys to do. We're asking you to put your body and mind through a lot of challenges and hardships so that your mind and your body become conditioned to all these factors. The stress that you will put your body through will condition you and turn you into another man. This then plays right into the hand of your mental fortitude, because your body is always more capable than what you perceive. There was always this study that showed that the human body is always capable of doing more, but the mind limits it. The human body could probably reach speeds of about like 40 miles an hour, technically speaking, but the mind just doesn't let you do that. We know that the Guinness World Record of the world's longest plank is about 8-9 hours. If it was between me and you and we were supposed to do one, we could probably be struggling at a minute or a minute and a half. How different is his body compared to yours? I'm sure the difference isn't as much to make it 8-9 hours different. It's all to do with your mind. You need to have a callous mind, and honestly, I think the best thing to start with that is with meditation and training your mind by reading books like Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, which I have previously talked about. If you can't handle the heat, you will burn. That's why we recommend that you train your body at least 3 times a week. You can obviously push this boundary and go more, but we say that the bare minimum you should be doing is 3. So that way your body is fully conditioned to put you through any situation. This will also transform you into a more competent person. Now, for your mental training, I highly recommend that you spend 2 to 3 times as well of pure work on your mental game. This is the time that I'm asking you to fully sit down and spend some real time focusing on that exactly. But to add to this, you need to always pay attention throughout your day. Every single minute of the day, I want you to be laser focused. I don't want you to be daydreaming, thinking about too many things and just distracting yourself. I need you to always pay attention, because this is the only way that you could become a successful man. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw a high value man out in the street or somewhere and he was distracted by a lot of like minor things? Was he looking around? Was he nervous? Was he shaky about things? The way he was speaking, his tone, his hand gestures? I'll guarantee you that did not happen. Insignificant Significant factors are never the worry for significant people. The actions of these high value people clearly represent that they are fully calloused minds and are healed and can deal with any trauma or hardship that life brings at them.
And to add to that, you have to physically look the part. One, it portrays more of a strong and confident character. And two, what's good you saying all these things but not looking the part? Because what's the first thing you notice when someone enters the room? Their figure, their physicality. So when you see a fit guy enter the room, you know he works hard. Subconsciously, you know he's determined and he won't cheat. He won't try to cut corners or dodge things. He's hardworking and he's got discipline for himself, which is a very key factor. Automatically, even though you don't know either of the personalities, you can assume that one is better than the other simply because he has a good figure. Next on the agenda is reducing social distractions and toxins. Now, what do we mean by that? By going out, drinking, smoking, even vaping, any small things that hinder your performance is absolutely crucial because you need to have the best chances given to you to have the highest rate of success. Once you become a successful man, you become a desirable person. Other people around you want to spend time with you. Guys want to be like you. Girls want to be with you. So the question is this: if you was in a room full of 50, 100 people, for instance, what makes you stand out? How are you so different to these other people? To be able to beat this imprisonment, you need to be honorable, confident, and stoic. You gotta remove all the things that are harming you and add to all the things that benefit you. So by removing everything that's bad for you, you've already completed half the step. Now you gotta do the other half, which is adding value to yourself. So for that reason, we're going to talk about excellence in this last part of the video. Look at yourself, take a good look at yourself. Look at the situation you're currently in. What field of work are you in? Is it a productive environment? Is it worth your time? Is there any future down the line?
You need to have strong morals, the correct mindset, and the right heart. Otherwise, you will find yourself entrapped in this situation. This is the stage where the majority of the society finds themselves stuck for a very long period of time. They seek for validation and attention from all of those with insignificant value for them. They perish their chances of escape in this constant cat and mouse chase that means absolutely nothing for them, which they have put themselves in. Now, the prevention of all of this can be done by following a series of things. This might not tickle your fancy, but it's something that you must do. And if you do these, then you could progress along the journey to escape. The list is as follows: learn self-worth, enjoy being alone, stop going out with friends, cut loose of friends that don't feel the same way, and last but not least, pick up something that you believe in. That could be religion or someone that you look up to who has already their mindset and everything in life sorted. Having someone who have set the example for you is the easiest way to make sure that you're always in line. You can always look at them and then reflect on your situation and make sure that you're on the correct path. Now, why is excellence so important? Now, let me ask you this. If I were to ask you, name me one swimmer, everyone would practically say Michael Phelps, right? But if I were to ask you, name me another person, 99% of you will look at me stumped. You wouldn't be able to say someone else. That example goes for runners. Everyone knows Usain Bolt, right? But who's next in line? What about the best golf player? Everyone knows Tiger Woods. But who's second in line? This example could go on and on forever. If you are not number one, no one cares. To be average and ordinary means that you're paving a life which is going to be average and ordinary as well. No one wants to live an average life because then no one cares about you. You will be stuck in the same place if you're not constantly striving for greatness, if you don't want to be better, if you're not hungry enough, if you're too complacent, if you're too lazy to put the work in when you're tired and can't be bothered. Now remember all of the topics that we discussed in this video, both me and Parsa. These are a list of a few things that you need to do to be able to escape out of this prison. Now that's not to say that these are the only way and that this is the order that you should be doing it, because there are a lot of different ways that you could be doing this, but this is just our take on what you guys could get started with. The required tasks for you to be able to break out of the matrix are forever changing because the system is always changing. They're finding new ways to imprison you and they're finding new ways to be able to capture you. This is why it is extremely important for you to have a finger in every single pie and be extremely adaptable. This means that whatever attack that the matrix brings or whatever challenge that it comes your way, you will be able to adapt and beat it. That is truly the only way where you can be ahead of the matrix. After you have escaped, it is extremely important that you have many different avenues of income and assets to keep you ahead of the game. Not only do you want to be ahead of it, then you want to try and increase the gap between you. That way you can be safe from being captured again. Now, to discuss all of that, it requires a separate video because currently this video has been going on for a while and we just don't want to be cramming in too much information in the same video as meaning will get lost. So make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below what you thought about this video and turn on notifications so you don't miss out the next video where we do discuss that and how you could break out of the rat race. The next video is going to be heavily influenced by Robert Kiyosaki and a lot of other influential people in regards to growing your assets. We're going to be bringing information from Imam Ghazi, a very young multi-millionaire who's also in the UK, Alex Hormozi, Patrick Bet-David, and many other more examples. You really don't want to be missing out on that video. It is extremely crucial to your escape and future. But for now, make sure that you take care of yourself and start on all of the things that we told you guys in this video so you can start your breakout from the matrix. This is going to be the biggest prison break that the world has ever seen, and we need a revolution to do it. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care for now.